voting eligible Americans who deliberately abstained in the 2024 general election, how are you feeling about your decision? All the actual answers downvoted at the bottom of the thread. Come on, guys. You may not like them, but people clicked this to read what they had to say. They should be at the top.
I remember voting in the first election that I couldn't being so excited. I believe it was Clinton and Bush. I voted regularly until I hit my 30s. I was working a ranch job and lived on property for about 15 years. I didn't vote at all during that time. I was just too tired and beat up. The idea of getting off work and heading straight to a polling place to stand in line for an hour while covered in horse and cow poo just sounded like a terrible idea. Then I went to night classes, got a better job, and suddenly was much more willing to get out and vote. I've participated in the last 3. I think people can forget or just don't know how hard it can be to care about politics when you're broke, hurting, and just plain exhausted. I think there are far more exhausted and beaten up non-voters than people realize. Voter turnout for this election was 58%, which is about on par with every presidential election. Around 40% of the country never cares about voting. I know several people who are in this 40% and ask them why, and it basically always comes down to the fact that they think their vote doesn't matter.
I kind of wish I did, but I don't regret that decision. I usually vote, but there's HDF on my end. Dog got attacked. I spent the night at the animal emergency vet. Thieves broke into my place. Battery went out on the car. Lost a family member. I barely had enough bandwidth to take care of myself, let alone vote. Maybe someone better than I could have held it together, but I was tapped.
Honestly, I felt too uneducated on things. I definitely should have voted, and this election opened my eyes. Follow for more.